So let's go now to our question of the world record, which is like really important. So the question is, how is the world better off because your company is in it?
That's a very difficult question,
I
and
know.
I need to answer it without being arrogant. So I need to be humble as well. I'll tell you what we're trying to do, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we have an impact. We have a positive dent in the ecosystem that we operate in. We're trying to change the mental model and make a shift in how people think about tomorrow. We have grown in this western part of the world thinking very analytically, which in a very complex environment such as our world today um, is a dead end. What we're trying to do is, if I may use the word, educate people. Um, and again, I'm trying, hopefully it doesn't sound arrogant in that sense. Educate people in this shift of mental model to understand that we need to treat our lives, whether that's business or our social life, or together, because they are, after all, one, in a more systemic way and understand the impact that the elements that our life consists of uh, have to each other, and how we should treat this system and optimize it as a whole, and not try to do it analytically. Every time we try to do something analytically, I'll tell you, I will give you a very simple example. So they call us, for example, last month, not last month, 3 months ago, from India, and we're currently doing a project for a retail fashion chain of 900 stores, mostly in New Delhi. And
Mm-hmm.
the whole idea was, how do you design the ambience and how do you design architecturally the chain of stores? But the truth is that this is one part of a system that has to do with what the chain is, what the brand is, what the values are, so the strategic part, who the customer is, so the external super system, who the competitors are, um, how you manage the growth, which has to do with logistics, it has to do with finance, it has to do with HR, how you walk the talk from everything you design in terms of strategy to the contact uh, points, to the touch points with the customers. And unless you understand how truly complex this system is, there is no way that the result will be sustainably successful. You can have a firework result and be very satisfied with what you have created for a year, but if you don't make this uh, optimization systemic, you don't allow the company, the brand, to grow organically and self adapt and self optimize during the next years, evolve in something which is dynamic and can be versatile and agile and thrive through this constant change. Unless you do this, whatever you have created will have, you know, what we used to call a concept life cycle, and accept that it will
Mm-hmm.
slowly die, which we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we are trying to do, to come back to your question, is to explain to people that um, the world has changed very much. It keeps changing in an exponentially faster way. The problems we're facing are complex, and unless we shift the way we see the problems or the issues and we find solutions that are equally, if you want, um, efficient in adapting to this change, that's the only way to move forward.